If you're watching this video, you're probably driving a car that's about 6 years old. I might go as far as saying that the car that you're driving is probably about 12 years old, and that's not a bad thing. My 2016 BMW 535i, it is now about 8 years old, and my 2019 Toyota 4Runner is 5 years old. Now go into the comments of this video and tell me how old your car is. And also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And let's just jump right into this video. My name is Don and you're watching The Better Car Guy, and in this video we are going to talk about why it's okay to drive an older car. I just saw a study from an outfit called the IHS Markit, and it says that the average age of cars on the road here in the US is about 12 years old. Furthermore, 70% of the vehicles on the road are over 6 years old. And here's 5 reasons why I think that's not a bad thing. Number 1, new cars are very expensive, with an average starting price of around $47,000, and with interest rates for new cars being anywhere from 5% and up, car payments can be pretty expensive. It can be almost as or more expensive than either a mortgage payment or rent. Check out this mortgage calculator that I pulled up online for a car that has a starting price of around $47,000 and a loan term of around 60 months. I'm using 7% interest. That may vary based on your situation and your credit risk and your credit history, etc. I'm putting a down payment of $5,000, and in this scenario I'm not adding any trading value. I'm just going to assume you're going to walk in and put down a deposit of $5,000, and I'm using my state. I live in the state of Georgia, where the sales tax is around 6.6%, and then there are also some other taxes that you may have to pay. And what I'm doing is we're estimating around $2,600 for taxes, registration, and other fees. In this case, what I am doing is I am lumping all of the other fees like sales tax, etc., into the total loan that the user is going to take out for this hypothetical car. And as you can see on this example, the monthly payment for this hypothetical car is $944.56. That's very expensive, guys. That's almost $1,000 a month to buy a brand new car in 2024. Reason number 2 as to why it's okay to drive an older car is older cars are easier to fix. More than likely, they're naturally aspirated, may not have a turbocharge, a hybrid, or some type of supercharger. Being an older car, it's also easier to find parts. You can go into many automotive stores or online, eBay or Amazon or whatever platform that you're using to find parts that you can use to fix this car. And there are also less proprietary and electronics in the cars, like touch screens and other gimmicks that might be a lot harder to fix. So having an older car sometimes can be a blessing. You can fix it yourself, or you can find someone to fix it at a much cheaper rate than having a new car, where you may definitely need to take it to the dealer or to a specialist to have it fixed. I'm going to use some cars from 12 years ago and 6 years ago to kind of illustrate my next point. It's very opinionated, it's my opinion, and you may differ, but I think the older cars tend to have a lot more character. They look a lot more better than some of the new cars. So let's just jump into this list real quick. So I'm going to start with cars from about 12 years ago, and I'm going to pick 3 from the Car and Driver's top 10 best cars for the year 2012. I'm going to start off with the Cadillac CTS-V. This car has a supercharged V8 making around 556 horsepower. It came with Brembo brakes. You can get it either as a 4-door sedan, you can get a wagon, and I also think that car came as a 2-door coupe as well. It also comes with an automatic and a manual transmission. The next car up is the Mustang Boss, which is making 444 horsepower from a naturally aspirated V8, and you can get it with either a manual or an automatic transmission. And then the third car from 2012 that I want to bring up is a combo from Audi. It's the Audi A6/A7. And this car came with an engine that made 310 horsepower. It was a supercharged 3-liter V6. The car has the famous Quattro all-wheel drive system, and it came equipped with the very capable ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. Now we're going to go to 2006, and the cars that I'm pulling out from 2006, they don't exist anymore. These nameplates have either been retired or the companies no longer exist. I'm going to start with the first one, which is the Infiniti M35. Then we have the Lotus Exige, which is a small sports car. We have the Chevy Cobalt SS, and then the Dodge Magnum, which is a station wagon. None of these cars exist anymore, but looking at them, you can see they have unique styling, they have character, they have engines that are a lot easier to work on because they don't have hybrid systems and electronic assist and all those different things. So in my opinion, cars from 12 years, 6 years ago look a lot better than cars that are made today. Now, reason number 4, even though these cars from 12 and 6 years ago have less tech and less electronics than cars currently being made, they still came with airbags, they still came with ABS, they still have satellite radios, sunroofs, integrated knobs in their radios, keyless remote entry, leather upholstery, and a lot more fancy features that came installed on the cars from factory. The only thing is, a lot of these systems, you can either work on it yourself or you can take it to someone at your local mechanic shop who can work on it without you having to take it to the dealer every time something goes wrong. Reason number 5 why I think it's okay to be driving an older car is cars that were built over the last decade were well put together. And most of these cars can go to 300,000, 400,000, even 1,000,000 miles with just simple oil changes, tire rotations, and spark plugs once in a while. For the most part, a set of spark plugs in your car can take you up to 100,000 miles, but as long as you change the oil and rotate your tires, these cars can keep running and ticking, and that's something that can't be said for a lot of these new cars that are coming out with these complex hybrid systems and EVs and all of these different battery electric, PHEV, whatever kind of acronyms they're putting on these cars. So there we have it, folks. 5 reasons why I think it's okay to be driving a much older car, anything from 6 to 12 years in today's environment. So if you've stuck around to the end of this video, please click like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.